Nah, you know what? The big problem with the U.S. is that they haven't allowed rap to become diversified. It's either you the thug or you the Disney rapper. One or the other. Either you Soulja Boy or you Young Jeezy or Lil Wayne. And the execs of these big companies, you know, they're not really worried about the continuity of how rap is going to grow. They just want to see, okay, Soulja Boy got 3 million people paying attention to him on MySpace and YouTube. We're going to grab him up and market him. Young Jeezy got all these guys around him thinking that they thugs, and a lot of people are supporting him and coming to, he's able to get 15,000 a show and not even have an album out in a nightclub. We need to go get him. See, these are the type of elements that happen, and they're not really driving hip-hop. Hip-hop is a car that ain't got no driver behind it now. The car is just in drive, and it's just going wherever the hell it is that it wants to go. Well, I think it's because it's not in the eyes of some people. They don't feel like it's a popular music. But Black Eyed Peas show that it's popular because they got #1 hits with it and things. The thing is, most of these guys want to be looked at as Tony Montana. They don't want to be looked at as the entertainer. They want to be the thug that happens to do entertainment. That's a big difference. Most of them ain't doing nothing, and it ain't because they can't or they don't have the thought process. It's just that a lot of times guys only know how to make the record, but then don't know how to, you know, mix and mingle with people that can help them move along with making records happen. Like with me being over here with Nico, I met him through MySpace, and now I'm here in fucking Germany. A meeting a year and a half ago on MySpace on just a simple friend request got me here in Germany, being able to market because I had vision of being able to catch up with people and doing other things. You know what I mean? So that in itself is one of the main reasons why a lot of people fail in this thing, because they don't have, once they make the record, it's like, well, now what do I do? You know what I mean? That's what it is. Nah, I like all 3 of them. I like Pitbull, I like Flo Rida, and I like Rick Ross. The thing is, the only thing that I don't like about it is that 2 Live Crew opened up the door for the southern market, period. And the fact that maybe Luther Campbell may have had issues with certain guys and maybe got a tarnished image of particular business practices and things like that, it rubbed off on everybody. So it's like, you know, these guys don't really feel like they really need you or even feel like you're even worthy of collaborating with, because the New Yorkers got it all under control. I'll give you an example of what I mean. There can't be no Flo Rida without T-Pain helping them with the one record. There can't be no Rick Ross if Slip and Slide Records don't go and run and take the record to Def Jam after the record was a regional hit in Miami for like 4 months. So these guys are not really making muscle moves. The New Yorkers are the ones that's taking the record and making the muscle moves, and they're reaping the benefits from it. It just happened to be from Miami, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that has any relevance to you, if it means anything, but
I know what you mean.
Their records did well in the Florida market, but these guys have had the opportunities that 2 Live Crew never had. All of the stuff that we did was independent record sales. We didn't have New York's assistance. That's the biggest difference. Yeah, well, Afro Man, turns out when he had the Cause I Got High song out, I was at a big concert event in Los Angeles for a big radio station there, and he was on the bill. And I was basically getting drops from everybody for little remix CDs that I was doing at the time. And when I met him to get a drop from him, he said, man, you Mr. Mix from Two Live Crew? You're my favorite DJ, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, right? So I talked with him for maybe about 40 minutes after we initially met, and he gave me my radio drops and things like that. Next thing I know, 2 days later, his manager is calling me and asking me, do I want to go out on the road with him to be the DJ of the band that he has. So I started touring with him. This game is just like that. I mean, you can bump into somebody and have a job the next day, just based off of somebody liking what it is that you did in the past. Well, me personally, I don't have any issues with any of them. I have no issue with Luke. I don't have no issue with Kid Ice and Chinaman. I don't have no issue with Marquise. And I don't have no issue with the other X Factor, Joseph Weinberger. But the thing is that when you have 5 people that have an understanding that this one jewel that everybody's got their hand in is worth a lot of money, but I don't want to give you your due process, and this one don't want to give me my due process, and it's a problem for us to have peace talks. You know what I mean? The only way that the situation could ever really get in place is if some big conglomerate came in and said, hey, look, you motherfuckers need to go ahead and get this money. I'm going to pay you, 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 and I'm going to pay you. All you do is just show up to work.
Okay, so you never had any argument with Luke, because I know some acts like Fresh Kid Ice and Disco Rick dissed him on some tracks because he was not paying them.
Yeah, but you know, that's like let me see, how can I put this? You know, you're hurt by the action of you feeling so good about a person and the person don't want to do right by you. It's just like the girlfriend saying, oh, you know, I did this and I did that, and you don't even appreciate what it is that I did for you, and blah, 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 blah. That's what kind of shit it is. Shit talking, no. Being, you know, mad that a person ain't fucking with him no more is boyfriend, girlfriend type shit. You know what I mean? And, I mean, that's the best way I can put it. It's like, because if he was to say, okay, you know what, we're going to do something, they'll be right over there, ready to do the work.
Okay.
Boyfriend, girlfriend said, okay, all right, I'll appreciate you a little more. Come on, Rick. I don't know if it would be so much of a panic. I think that at the end of the day, a lot of these rappers do this music, or they're in this business to get pussy, because a lot of them wasn't fucking before they started getting some things happen. So I feel like sex is still always going to be an eye opener, an eye raiser for most people. It doesn't matter if you got a whole bunch of people that's cussing and saying this motherfucker, that. I don't think that's the part of it. The whole aspect of sex, there's still a lot of dudes that don't feel like, you know, their game is totally on point to when it comes to getting girls. Girls are still shy. You know what I mean? There's some that are bold, but a lot of them are shy. So it's always going to be that edge that nothing else can really come close to. So I think, yeah, we can be extremely relevant, because guys like nice looking chicks, nice shapely chicks, and they're going to always lust after them. So that part of it is always going to be able to be something that could be sold. If that was the case, prostitution wouldn't be in existence ever. No more.